Now, with everything going on in the world today, y'all, I need y'all to retreat, hermit, go within. We're all on this channel because we're trying to change or transform one or all 7 or 8 areas of our life. We cannot be a part of the world at this time. It is so critical that you understand that. Let's get into this video. Now, y'all already know, but in case you don't, I'm Celeste, and this is Entrepreneur. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all my new subscribers and viewers, and what is up to all my returning viewers and subscribers. I appreciate y'all being here with me. That last video I posted, I was just trying to get into the groove of being back on YouTube. There is so much information that I have in me that I want to upload as content, but I want to make sure that it's to the point. It's short and sweet, and it's more of what you guys needed versus me being up here just wasting time rambling my mouth. So you guys know that on this channel, we are building habits that create routines that allow us to maintain our desired results. So let's get into this video. Okay, now we just gonna get straight into this because I see, when I look outside my window and I take a peep at the world, I see that there's a lot to be worried and concerned about. So I said, let me come and talk to my entrepreneurs, because one of the first things that I had to do on this journey of transforming my life was retreat away from the world and everything and everyone that was outside of me. Now, pump your brakes before you get your panties up all in a bunch. I understand just like you what's going on in the world today. And whenever I get to a place where I don't have room for negotiating, or I don't have room to debate something, I always go to the Word of God, because that is foundation for me. So God says that you have to choose as to whether or not you're going to partake in the world or partake in the Word. God also speaks about being double-minded. God also speaks about being lukewarm. Now, let's be very clear. The Bible is meant for people to read. There are different type of people in this world. So when each person read the same book, the same verse, the same scripture, we're all not going to be on one accord with what Spirit gave us revelation of when it comes to what we read out of the Bible. Let's be clear on that. I need us to agree, touch and agree. Please put down in the chat, I agree that there is no one else that thinks, speaks, and act like me. We can find similarities. We can find things that would categorize us together. But the fact remains that we are all different. And I am stressing that because we're all here in this one place as a community together on one accord, that we're trying to transform or change one or all of the areas of our life. Let me say it this way. I became a people's pleaser because I could not sit and deal with the disappointment of me, of my life, of where I was, of my finances, of my relationship with God, of my relationship in my marriage, my relationship with my family, my relationship with my friends, my relationship with my job, or my relationship with having a job. Like, I didn't want to deal with any of that. And whenever I did take the time to be able to deal with it, I was spending more time pointing fingers at other people. I'm at work, you guys, so that's why I keep looking up and over at my computer screens. So forgive me. I could not become self-aware or do self-reflection without feeling like I had to blame other people. This is why I incorporated shadow work. Now, I feel like I'm so all over the place, y'all, because there's so many components to it. The first step to changing your life, to transforming your life, is to separate yourself from everything that you're tied to now. Because everything that you're tied to now, everything that you're a part of right now, is why that particular area in your life you're not satisfied with. You're not satisfied with. So for an example, when I manifested my dream job for where I'm at in this season of my life, prior to, I had been taking jobs because of the pay, taking jobs because of the job description, taking jobs because of where they're located, taking jobs because of what I needed right now, taking jobs because of the insurance benefits. Get on that job, don't like the people, don't like the environment, don't like what I'm doing, don't like the traffic on the way, don't like that I don't see no fast food restaurants nowhere I could stop and run errands on the route home without going out of the way. And so I got to a point, because everything in my life was collapsing. The hurricanes hit. So I was trying to go to Florida to my friend's house to like relax and have the space to like kind of get my mind together. Hurricane was headed there. Me and my mom had moved into an apartment in North Carolina. The hurricane hit there unexpectedly. I was thinking about going back to Georgia. Georgia was up underwater. Electricity issues. There was a fire at some kind of lab or plant in Georgia. I hit rock bottom. And not because of my own misery, but because of everything going on outside the world, placed on top of what was going on within me, about me, that had been untouched, untamed, uncontrolled, unnoticed, neglected, abandoned. I hit rock bottom. The pressure was just so hard. It was just so heavy that if I could paint a picture, imagine you holding on to a cruise ship anchor, that long thing. Just hold it as you just go up underwater. And it was a soft fall down to the bottom. It wasn't fast. It wasn't noticeable. Child, I had done quit the 5th job. All the money I had in the bank done paid the bills I did have for the prior month, and now I'm in the negative because the next month's bill is trying to go through. I think that was the 5th job I had done quit. I was crying as much as it was raining. And I had to tell my mom, who is in a wheelchair, she's not paraplegic. It's just she can't use her legs. And what she has is a long word, and it's something to do with the nerves, not communicating with the brain, so that when she thinks she's moving her foot, she actually is, versus she's just thinking it or whatever. So I had to tell her, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with my life. I'm not happy at all. And it's sickening. I can't stop crying. I can't stop feeling bad for myself. I can't even get the gumption to live. So you guys, basically what I'm just trying to say is, even the Bible says that you can't be a part of the world and a part of the spirit. And if we're trying to get ourselves in check, if we're trying to get ourselves in a place that we want to be, in a place that we're happy and that we're proud of, we have to step away from social media. We have to step away from news. We have to step away from friends and groups of people that are always pressing their thought of us onto us. What they think we should be doing, how they think we should be dressing, how they think we should be living our lives. I lost a very important friendship over feeling that way. Because if you accept someone as themselves, they don't need to look a certain way. They don't need to have certain things, because who they are is a gift in itself. I mean, that's how I view me. I'm a blessing to someone else just because of the type of person that I am, the love that I have, the love I want to share, the happiness and the peace that I hope and wish for everyone, and to experience it with said people. So I'm not saying turn your back, be cold, be rude. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying understand that you need just to get through the day. So I had a lot of time to myself because I don't have any kids, and that's why I left to go to Arizona, because I felt bad whenever I needed time to myself and then my husband asked for something. I felt bad when I needed time to vision my future and meditate, and my mom needed to go to the doctor's appointment. Like, I felt bad. Helping them cost me. If you understand what I'm saying. I didn't feel bad that I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I was feeling bad that they needed me, and I was actually trying to have the audacity to be there for myself. So I had a lot of time to myself, which is why I left to go to Arizona. But where I am now in my life, because I didn't want to, and I couldn't stay secluded like that. Like, that's not real. It feels good once you're free from the thoughts, the words, the feelings, the impressions of everyone else about you to you. But you get lonely, and you want to interact with people as you grow and as you transform and as you become this more happier and peaceful person. I'm not saying turn your back on the world. I'm not saying walk away from people. I'm saying every day you need to take time out for yourself. You need to disconnect yourself away from those that make you feel like you're inferior, or you're in lack, or you don't have what a person's supposed to have at your age, or you don't have the things a person's supposed to have to do the things that you want to do, or to dream the type of dreams that you want to dream, or to drive the car that you driving. Like, yeah, no. That's what's holding us back, because we're setting goals and standards based on what everyone else is saying. And I promise you, when you're fully in acceptance of yourself and okay with who you are, where you are, and what you have, everything else around you will mimic it. I promise. Like, y'all, I've been gone so long because I've been experiencing this, and I've been trying to put the feeling of joy and peace into words, because there is none. There is none. And when I stop and look back on the peace and the happiness that I have right now, and what was missing, and why was I feeling detached in some kind of way? Because the only things that fell off me were the things that were not of God. The only things that stayed disconnected from me were the things that did not mean me no good. Nobody called me and say, why I ain't heard from you. Nobody text me or inbox me or DM me and said, why you going away to Arizona and you ain't got no family out there? You don't know nobody out there. You don't know nothing about nothing that's going on. And look at the climate of the world, and girl, look at your skin color. What? No, nobody. Nobody. Not my mama, not my husband, not my siblings. Nobody that loved me showed their concern and care about me making such a rash decision to go all the way to Arizona when all of my family is in Florida and South Carolina. And so when I tell you the new year came And my 90 days into my new year came, and it was time for me to look back and take a review. 90 days, look back on the last 90 days compared to what it was prior to that. When I tell you all the people that I stepped away from for a moment to deal with me, and I didn't change my phone number, people had my address. I still responded to posts and stuff on TikTok and stuff like that. Not every day, not consistently throughout the day, but I was still present. I didn't disappear. I didn't get missing like I did to y'all. I did y'all the worst. And when God got me to the place that he needed me to be in order for me to take the next step towards the desired lifestyle that I want to live, I want to exist. I want to live. I don't just want to survive. So yeah, everything that I stepped away from that was hurting me, that was imposing bad, negative vibes and feelings on me, when I arrived to a town within me called peace and acceptance and stillness, girl, none of the bad things. I actually started to feel bad and miss and feel like I did something wrong to those that never came back around. And that was the trick. That was the trick of the enemy, or if you're not a religious person, a spiritual person, that was the trick of the old me, trying to yoke me back and bound me back where I was in misery. Because I have peace and joy, silence and stillness now. And y'all, to be honest with you, physically, the only thing that has changed is the job that I have. Now, you want to talk about mentally, emotionally, spiritually? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We are loosed. You hear me? Unwind and loosed. But with much love, with much respect, and peace unto you. I beg you, learn to step away from the news. Learn to step away from social media. Learn to step away from the groups of people that make you feel anything other than how you want to feel in that setting, in that group. And learn how to start spending time with yourself, at least 30 minutes a day. We just going to, bare minimum, just 30 minutes a day. Don't spend the time looking for stuff or trying to fix nothing. Just spend 30 minutes envisioning your life. If you want to envision where you are, where you were, if you want to envision where you're headed, what you're trying to do, whatever it is, just get more aware of yourself and your life and your dreams and your goals, and get deep into it. Get deep into it, deep into the details of the feeling of the, we're not trying to manifest. I'm just telling you to watch a movie in your mind, starring you, about you, for you. A biopic of you and your future, of you and your past, or you and where you're at right now. Do that for the next 7 days.